On August 3rd, 2019, I was anxiously waiting for a rock concert. My name is Cynthia Loya, and I was born and raised in El Paso, Texas. We decided we needed to go to the ATM. We go to Walmart and we get off, and as soon as we get off, it is completely dead silent. We look around, and about 5 seconds later, it clicks, and it makes sense to me that everybody has been shot. There was absolutely no question, no hesitation, no questioning myself as to what I needed to do. Everybody is in dire need of emergency help. I need to run to them as fast as I possibly can. My training allowed me to render aid anywhere from applying pressure to, of course, gunshot wounds, which were many. Definitely a lot of bleeding control because all you saw was red. It was just so much chaos. Because the shooter had not been apprehended yet, so he was still at large. One of our rules, our safety rules, is that the scene has to become safe in order for EMS to go in. The scene was definitely not safe because they didn't know where he was. So all the EMTs and all the ambulances kind of staged on the side of Walmart. We had to get people over there somehow, some way. So people just started bringing those SAM carts, those flatbeds, and we just started putting them in there and transporting them over, and it was organized chaos at that moment. I remember one Good Samaritan that was just by my side the entire time, like my buddy that wouldn't let me go alone, and he helped me out a lot. And you do have those Good Samaritans, right? This training, which when I was going through it, I never thought I was ever going to use, because when was I ever gonna be faced with more than 2 people at a time, or 3? And now I'm looking at 10 people. Making the determination of who you're going to treat was essential to the survival of everyone that survived. I am honored and happy to say that the people that I first rendered aid to, only one, of course, did not survive at the moment. And then 9 months down the road, unfortunately, we lost another one. But everybody else survived. They did have a struggle in their journey to recovery. Not only physically, but mentally, but they're all doing well. And because of that training, I'm able to see their lives throughout social media and be able to talk to them and share that common story with them and experience. And I believe that my training at ProAction led me to that fateful moment in my life where there was absolutely no question as to what I needed to do. Where most people run away from danger, imminent danger, EMTs run towards it. If you are a person right now listening to this and you're thinking about possibly going into the medical field and specifically emergency services, I would really encourage you to just jump for it, get into it. Let's get people trained and let's give them the knowledge to know what to do in a situation like that and say, it's okay, it's gonna be scary. It's gonna be scary, but this is why you're getting that training, because you never know when you're gonna be faced with a CPR situation or a bad situation, but just being trained and having that knowledge in the back of your brain, once you're faced with it, it goes from the back of the brain to like right there, right in front of you, and then there's no question about what you need to do and what you have to do. Today I woke up and I definitely count my blessings because I do have a great career. I have a great life. I have great daughters. I feel like they look at me and I'm Superwoman. I want them to know that they can just be the best that they can possibly do in their jobs, serving their community, being empathetic towards everybody that they meet. And even though you go through these situations, there's still a new day. The sun always rises. And we always have to look forward to the next day and keep fighting.